I don't. I don't know, man. That's a lot to digest. That's all.
That is hot. But the Jets is the place where college coaches come to die. Remember 1976, Lou Holtz, 3-10, and then resigned, and that didn't work out so much. I guess Joe Namath wasn't going to run the option, but who knew? Who knew? So to recap, Panthers, Ron Rivera, he gone. Darrell Bevell, you win. Bears, Tressman, ye gone. Mike Shanahan, welcome back to the place was your ticket out. Raiders, Dennis Allen, already gone. Who is in? Who cares? 49ers, Harbaugh in Ann Arbor. Greg Roman, promoted. Giants, Coughlin out. Todd Bowles in. Falcons, Mike Smith, he gone. Nick Saban, welcome back, baby. And the Jets, Rex Ryan, Gus Malzahn, or Kevin Sumlin. I'll take either or, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Okay. That was our hired and fired segment. I feel like I need a cigarette because that was fantastic.
You enjoyed that quite a bit, didn't you?
Yep. Also, I'm going to enjoy this next segment called Play or Nay, when the sound drop eventually plays. Oh, there you go. Now it's time for your favorite trivia game, Play or Nay. I think you're going to be very amused by the choice of music behind the sound drop. But anyways, in Play or Nay, I give Claire one team and several players. And she tells me whether those players played for the team or nay, did not. 7 players. The team this week, the Denver Broncos. Claire.
I mean, are these going to be fairly noteworthy players, or are they going to be like 2-year guys that ended up being cut?
I guess we will find out.
Okay.
Wah. Are you ready, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so I don't have the or ding, so we'll have to roll with these. Correct answer will be A. Wrong answer will be A.
Hello.
There you go. Close enough. Whatevs. First name, Tony Dorsett. Tony
Nay.
Dorsett. Your answer is nay.
Correct. Hello.
That is incorrect. Tony Dorsett, the running back, the pride of Pitt, huge star with the Dallas Cowboys, did end his career one season, 1988, with the Denver Broncos.
You're going to throw a guy who was there for one season at the very end of his career. I mean, man. You know I don't do trivia.
Man, well, it's like Earl Campbell and the Saints. You know, running backs always enter their career with some random team.
You're not asking me about a Houston team. You're asking me about Denver. Okay, go ahead. It's fine. We'll have fun with it.
It's like Adrian ending up with the Raiders next year. And it just happens to running backs.
Well, I know, but that's why you chose the crazy question. Go ahead, please.
Next man up, okay. Carl Mecklenburg. Carl Mecklenburg.
Yay.
Yay is your answer?
Correct.
That is correct. He played for the Broncos from 1983 to 1994. Appeared in a bunch of Super Bowls. Did not win any of them. By the way, went to college. Where do you think Carl Mecklenburg went to college?
Let me guess. Minnesota.
Minnesota, ding. Also, are you Googling?
No, promise, swear.
Hand to Gad.
I wish we were on camera right now on Skype because I'm totally not Googling anything. My hands are in my lap.
But you are not wearing any clothing. That is very inappropriate. Next one up, Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp.
Yay.
That is correct. Played from 1990 to 1999 as well as 2002 to 2003 after getting additional ring with Baltimore. Tight end, Savannah State, the pride of Savannah State. Next, name up, Chris Gronkowski. Chris Gronkowski.
Gronkowski played there. I don't know if it was Chris, but I think yay.
That is correct. Played there in 2012, his last full year in the league. Claire, you are on fire. You are currently 3-1.
Fire.
Not as fire as Nick Saban to Atlanta. I'm just putting that out there. 3 names left. Yo, here we go. Bubby Brister, quarterback. Bubby Brister.
Yay, I think.
That is correct. 1997 to 1999. Even filled in on one of those Super Bowl runs, a couple of games for John Elway. Good times. So 4-1. The only one you messed up was Tony Dorsett, who's probably the most famous name on this list.
Well, you tricked me because all I could think of was Dallas, and I didn't remember him getting traded. So what did you want me to do there?
Wah, wah, wah. Next name up on the list, Ebenezer Akubin. Ebenezer Akubin.
Are you for real serious with this?
That is probably one of my all-time favorite names of an
No.
athlete.
Nay.
Hello?
That is incorrect. The defensive end out of North Carolina played 4 seasons for the Broncos, 2005 to 2008.
Oh.
This after being a first-round draft pick of the Dallas Cowboys. Ebenezer Akubin.
He should have been more famous.
Yeah, except he's such a Grinch and hates Christmas.
What? Because he's Ebenezer Scrooge?
4-2 going into the last name, Claire. Brandon Stokely. Brandon Stokely.
Yay.
That is correct. He played there from 2007, 2009, as well as 2012. He was all in the mix during Tebow time. Brandon Stokely.
Yeah, he was.
Wide receiver, Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns. So, Claire, you end up 5-2 on play or nay.
Oh, God.
That was way more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, what do you mean? Of course it's going to be fun. All my games are fun.
Because sometimes you torture me.
No, it's like Jewel, these foolish games. Are tearing me apart.
Oh.
Don't act like you don't know who Jewel is.
No, I know who Jewel is. I don't know her song.
3 segments are in the books, and we'll bring it on home with our picks. Bloodbath will be BRB, Claire-vs-Carlson SHOW. Hang with us Friday night. Come on, sober up, son.
Millionaires are being made all season long at DraftKings.com, America's favorite one-week fantasy football site.
1 week fantasy means no season-long commitments, Claire. Play whenever you want, which I know you love to do.
Got an injured player? Not a problem. At DraftKings.com, it's like a new season every week. So you're never stuck with the same players, luckily for you, Carlson.
Pick your team in minutes, and you could be on your way to winning huge cash.
And this season, one listener turned $10 into $5,000.
Another turned $2 into $10,000. $2 into $10,000.
And a new millionaire has been crowned nearly every week this season at DraftKings.com.
You could be next. Imagine winning $1 million in one day just playing fantasy football at DraftKings.com. Get free entry into their $100,000 fantasy football contest this weekend, where first place takes home $10,000. Head to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code Spreaker, Spreaker, to play for free. DraftKings.com. Bigger events, bigger winnings, bigger millionaires. Enter Spreaker for free entry now at DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com.
Straight cash, homie.
And bringing her home with the last segment of the Claire-vs-Carlson SHOW on Friday night edition. Hopefully you're still hanging out with us. And if it's on demand, it doesn't really matter what time it is, because there ain't no time on the Claire-vs-Carlson podcast. It's kind of like Interstellar. Have you seen that movie yet, Claire?
No, I have not.
It's phenomenal. It's 3 hours long, so...
You're the first person I've known who's called it phenomenal, and I'm not a Matthew McConaughey fan except for in True Detective.
Really? Well, I'm kind of a nerd too, and I really like all of Christopher Nolan's movies, like the Dark Knight trilogy, and then also Inception. So
yeah, Inception was a good movie.
Except you probably could start with like Muscleheads, who probably thinks that Fast and the Furious 7 is going to be the best movie of all time.
Well, I try not to associate with people who would believe this.
My favorite movies of all time are Citizen Kane and Fast and the Furious 7.
Yeah,
Protein.
I'm not probably that guy. We're not friends.
All right. Speaking of not friends, my picks are not so friendly either, as through 10 weeks, I'm trailing Claire by 7 picks. The gap is slightly widening. She is leading 91-55 to 84-63, but I can feel it. I can feel it. I went a little against the grain on my picks that I have written down already. Hand to God. We both got Miami right last night, Thursday Night Football, 22-9. Yeah, just kind of went with the home team, but whatevs. I got some ground to make up because the parameters are what are they again, Claire?
Abby changed, so I get to pick your Abby essentially throughout for the first week of the playoffs. Now I forget.
It's the duration over the playoffs.
The duration playoffs. Oh, good. I'm glad you remembered because, it slipped my mind, and I'll probably win. So thank you for being honest. I'm just saying.
I wish we had a dump.
I've been winning the whole time. What do you want me to say?
Yeah,
like I'm going to lose?
See, you're so afraid to go hot take, just like the whole 2015 quarterbacks, just like the hired and fired. You're too scared to say that Manziel is going to be the quarterback of the Buccaneers in 2015. You're too scared to say that Saban's going to be coaching the Falcons next year.
It's not scared of it. A, I'm not that creative to come up with such scenarios. And B,
dirty birds.
Ew. And B, it just seems like it's such speculation. I just am not a big speculator. I don't like speculating because it's always wrong.
Is that why you're bad at trading energy back in the day?
I don't understand.
Back for Enron?
I get it. Speculating.
Speculating.
Yeah. No.
As Houston is the energy capital of the world, is that right?
I guess.
Reliant Stadium, NRG Stadium. Come on, Claire.
Well, I mean, it's the oil and gas capital of America, but I don't know if there's like something in Yemen or wherever where it's just more. I don't know.
It's pronounced Yaman.
Oh, my bad. Or like Qatar or Qatar or what the hell do people call it?
No, Yaman is the country in the Middle East founded by Jamaicans.
Oh, not shut up.
I don't know if you know that. All right, so recapping our picks from last week, Claire did come out ahead. She won, I don't know, some. Yeah, so looking forward to week 11. I got some ground to make up. I got 7 games, and unfortunately only 4 teams are on the bye, so we got some meat to work with, and down the stretch, no one's on bye after, was it next week? Whatevs. Right. I'm going to catch up. I'm fully confident. So let's get to the Sunday noon games. First one, near and dear to my heart, Minnesota at Chicago, a place where the Vikings have not won since 2007. Your Bay, Jay Cutler, has been bad Bay Cutler lately. Claire, who do you got winning this titanic tilt of titillating proportions? Damn it, I couldn't think of another team.
I know, I was trying to think of what you're going to come up with and nothing. Thanks. Let's see. I mean, really, if there is a moment where Minnesota can come in and sort of start turning the tide on their bad luck at Soldier Field, this would probably be the year to do it. So I'll go ahead and get behind Minnesota in this game. Of course, you picked Minnesota too, and now our picks are the same. But I'm just picking what I believe in.
All right, so you got Jay Cutler and the Bears. Houston at Cleveland.
Wrong.
All right, fine. You got the Minnesota Fighting Vikings as well. Next one up, near and dear to our hizzies as well. Houston Texans without Arian Foster heading in to Cleveland, the dog pound. Who you got winning this matchup?
I've tried to do like the luck thing where I pick against them, but I can't be objective like I've stated many times before. And of course, I'm just going to believe that my team can win until they show me that they can't. So I'm going to Texans.
Yeah, except you didn't pick them last week against the Eagles.
I know. That was when I thought that's what I was saying. You would think that luck would affect it or something. No, it doesn't.
Jackass.
Like changing my schedule, doing what I don't normally do.
Next up, the Atlanta Falcons.
Who did you pick?
Oh, sorry, I got Cleveland at home.
Of course you do.
Of course. Different pick. Atlanta Falcons at Carolina Panthers. This is the future matchup of Nick Saban at Darrell Bevell, and it's going to be awesome. But right now, Matt Ryan and that shoddy offensive line comes in against Cam Newton and is like 3 injured ankles and terrible offensive line. Calvin Benjamin dropping things all over the place. Claire, who do you got in this mess of an NFC South matchup?
Atlanta.
I struggled with this, but I went with the home team. I don't know how they're going to get it done. I just don't trust Matt Ryan on the road, especially with that offensive line, that defense. I don't even know if Cam finishes this game because he is really banged up. But even if they have Derek Anderson or hell, even Joe Webb, the pride of University of Alabama, Birmingham, which they might